What happens when a suburban mom's garden in Illinois and a 17-year-old garden in Florida ignite statewide legal showdowns? Two gardens, two states, and a shared battle for the right to grow food. This is the story of how individual gardening efforts rooted in backyards sparked a revolution in gardening laws across America. In the land of Lincoln, a quiet backyard revolution began. One hoop house, one determined gardener, and a law that would change the rules of gardening forever. In Illinois, Governor J.B. Pritzker signed the Vegetable Garden Protection Act into law. This legislation does more than just permit the cultivation of vegetable gardens. It symbolizes a new era of sustainable living. This act empowers residents across Illinois, from cities and suburbs, to grow their own food right on their property. It's a sign of freedom, allowing individuals to nurture fresh produce from the soil of their own backyards. In essence, it's a declaration that the cultivation of one's food is not just an act of self-reliance, but a right deeply rooted in the desire for healthier lives and communities. But the origins of this transformative law are as intriguing as the legislation itself. Enter in Nicole Virgil, a classically trained musician whose rhythm of life took an unexpected turn towards the realms of gardening and activism. Picture this: a woman who couldn't even nurture a seedling in an egg carton on her windowsill blossomed into a woman with a desire to connect deeper with nature. Living in the suburb of Elmhurst, Illinois, Nicole's passion for gardening grew as rapidly as her plants. But it was her attempt to extend Illinois' short growing season that sowed the seeds of controversy. Nicole put up a hoop house, a simple structure of plastic and metal that arches over her garden. This small change, meant to shield her greens from a harsh Midwestern winter, sprouted a legal battle with the city. It was a clash that pitted a gardener's right to nourish the soil against the thorns of municipal regulation. As Nicole's movement in Illinois was gaining ground, a similar story was unfolding in Miami Shores, Florida. In Miami Shores, a couple, Hermine Ricketts and Tom Carroll, faced a similar but heartbreaking situation. For 17 years, they cultivated a garden in their front yard, only to be told by the city to dig it all up due to a new zoning ordinance. Their legal battle, although initially unsuccessful, sparked outrage and national attention, highlighting the need for legislation to protect home gardeners across the country. The Miami Shores case, much like Nicole's, shows the growing disconnect between municipal codes and modern sustainable living. It also shows the collective power of a community, as the story of Ricketts and Carroll also resonated with thousands who saw their struggle as a reflection of their own property rights. In 2019, Florida passed its Vegetable Garden Protection Act, becoming the first state in the U.S. to enact such a law. This victory in Florida not only provided a legal precedent, but also served as an inspiration for the Illinois Vegetable Garden Protection Act. These parallel victories in Illinois and Florida grabbed headlines across the United States. Other states began recognizing the growing demand for legal protections for urban and suburban gardeners. The idea that every American should have the right to grow food on their own property started to take root in national consciousness. These two laws marked a significant shift in the way we view our rights as property owners and our responsibilities as stewards of the environment, and our potential for more sustainable, self-sufficient communities. Nicole's story, intertwined with that of the Miami Shores couple, started a growing movement. It's a movement that believes in the fundamental right to garden, to flourish within our own homes and neighborhoods. This isn't just the story of one woman, or one garden, or even one law. It's the story of a growing green revolution, taking root in backyards across America, reshaping our relationship with the land and with each other. It's a sign of the power of persistence, and the truth that from the smallest seeds of action, the most transformative changes can grow.